Hey, so they say that you get your best ideas when you're in the shower or on a run. Here I am running in the rain and I had a brilliant idea. A couple weeks ago, I put out a poll, just out for a run with my running partner here, Molly. Oh, Molly. And I asked you guys what you would like to see more of. An overwhelming amount of people ask for business tips because if you don't know this, I have run a few electrical contracting companies in my time, and I teach a business course for entrepreneurship in the trades, so I have a little bit of knowledge about it. So this week we're going to talk about the riches are in the niches. Hey everyone, it's Chad here from the Electric Academy. I'm here today to talk to you about the idea I had on my run yesterday, Trades MBA. Here's the thing, I teach an entrepreneurship for trades course. So what I've discovered in the 5 years I've been teaching this is that we are really good on our tools. We have a total understanding of how to build things, fix things, construct things, troubleshoot things. The area that we're not so good at, business. What I'm hoping to do is put out a video once or twice a week that's going to share some tips and tricks and hacks that I've picked up along the way and that I've seen my students pick up along the way as well. And this week I thought we could start off, and what better way to do it than talking about the riches are in the niches. Riches are in the niches. Now, what do I mean by that? We have to talk about something that a lot of business owners don't talk about, especially in the trades, and that's what's your target market. Now, when we're talking about target market in the trade side, you're going to hear a lot of people say stuff like, I'm residential, I'm commercial, I'm industrial, blah, blah, blah. Those are not target markets. Those are too broad for a target market. What a target market is this. A target market is a group of people who are going to buy your services from you, not anybody else, you. They're the ones actually cutting you a check, not just people that want electricians or plumbers or carpenters, but people who want you as an electrician or you as a plumber or you as a carpenter.
I need you.
You do?
So what you need to do is figure out what your target market is. Yes, you might be building residential homes, but who are the people that you're selling this to? Now, again, somebody could answer everybody. Everybody's my target market. That's not true. You need to niche down within that market. And what I mean by niche is this. Once you figure out what your target market is, then from there, you actually dig deeper. You dig deeper. You dig deeper to figure out what I'm talking about with target market. You're getting laser focused on who you want to have, who is going to be cutting you the check. Knowing who your target market is a superpower. Knowing what your niche is kind of like the opposite of kryptonite. It like boosts your superpower. I don't know, that's a bad example, but it takes your superpower and just jacks it up. If you understand who your niche is within that market, then it's just crazy what can happen. You can't service everybody. You're not Apple. Unless you're Apple and you're Tim Cook and you're watching this, then welcome to the show. So number one is it helps you figure out who you can market to. Number two, it makes the marketing cheaper because you're not having to put your ads and everything, if you're using ads, in front of everybody. You can just target it in. And this number three, and this is the one that puts it on steroids, is you can start charging more money. Because you know why? If you've got a niche market, you become specialized. Stick around to the end so you can hear the story where I kind of tie this all together. It's a good one. So becoming highly specialized, you become sought after. How do you find your niche market? So you're buying into all this quick talk about target markets and niche markets. That's all well and good, Chad, but where do I find these people? You need to go to where your niche market is hanging out. A great place to do that is social media. One area that I know that I'm going to get laughed at, or maybe some comments made about this, getting choked up talking about it. Facebook groups. I know Facebook is for old people. But you know what? Snapchat and Instagram are great for sharing photos and sharing stories. But when you want to get into a community, what you want to do is find out where your niche market is and then get involved in the community where they're at. That is where your superpower is going to be. So I do believe in the power of Facebook groups. Get into that area. Now let me tell you a little story. About 3 years ago, I decided to test all this stuff out. I've been teaching the course Entrepreneurship for Trades for a couple of years, and I've been teaching all these methods and stuff that I tried a little bit in the past, and I've seen my students try a little bit in the past, but I thought, what better way than to actually get out there, take some time and try this stuff out. So I took a summer off, got the tools on, and started marketing like crazy. And what I did was I picked a specific geographic area close to my home that I wanted to work. I jumped into Facebook. I found that geographic area's community page. I jumped into and joined that community page. And then I just basically stalked that Facebook group. Anytime somebody was asking for an electrician, I was on the DM asking how I could help. And then from there, I basically got my target market, which were people in residential areas who were looking for electrical services. But then I started seeing all these other little problems pop up. People who needed basement renovations. And that was great. And that's a great target market. And that was niching down. But you know what I also did? I ended up finding out that people who wanted their basements renovated, for the most part, needed them renovated as a second income or third income, a basement suite. And so what I did was I started marketing myself as the basement suite specialist who is going to help you pay your mortgage. By the end of that summer, I swear I could have quit my job. I love teaching too much that I ended up kind of giving away a lot of the work. And that's fine. It was just an experiment like everything is. But let me tell you, by finding out where my target market lived, finding out a little bit more about my target market, and then niching down into it, I discovered a whole market. I still get calls from people. Here I am 3 years later looking for my services, and people just saying, you know what, I'll wait. I've got clients that won't use anybody else, and I'll tell them I can't help you out. I've got months backlogged and I just can't get to you. Oh, we'll wait. Or people offering more money. So once you understand who your target market is, it is completely a license to print money. You need to start small and grow big. If you got any value out of this video, make sure you hit subscribe, ring that notification bell. Make sure you drop a comment below that you want to see more of this. This is all an experiment for me. I usually run the Electric Academy, which is electrical tips and tricks, but I'm kind of blowing it out because I had a poll that goes out there and people want business tips. Take care, stay classy, and I'll see you next week. What does NBA stand for?
National Basketball.
What about MBA?
You just said NBA again.
No, MBA.
National Basketball.
The National Basketball.
No.
Okay.